Hey everyone, Pat from Aeroflow Performance here again, and welcome to the new Performance engine mount range. So quite often you'll find with a new car build, or say someone you've upgraded performance in that motor, you're going racing specifically, building a race car, or even if you've done an engine swap, say for an engine that hasn't originally been in the chassis that you've chosen, you'll need an engine mount solution. So we've decided to come to the party here, and we've introduced a couple of different versions, a couple of different models and part numbers to get us started. And I'm going to show you through those right now. So definitely one of the most popular items, or one of the most popular models to modify in Australia, at least, is any Commodore, VT to VZ sort of model Commodore range with an LS motor in it. So we thought that was definitely one of the first places that we'd start with a direct bolt-on option. You've also got a very popular option in the BF Falcon, which you can see here. These will be matched with the FG or the F series Falcons very soon. That's on the way. We also have VE, VF and earlier model Commodores coming in the new year. So they'll all be available for the LS engine to be mounted in there. Another really popular item is an LS motor into HQ or HQWB, and also LH to LX Tirana. So we have those mounts, which are basically, as you can see here, they are set up so that you'll be able to just bolt that straight onto the LS, and it'll sit down in the factory location on the HQ or your Tirana, whichever it may be. Now, a lot of people would say, why do I need performance engine mounts on my car? And there's a couple of reasons. So number one, if you're going to an upgraded horsepower output, turbocharging an LS, for example, which is very popular, increasing the power on boost on your Barra, again, extremely popular. There's a lot of torque that's developed with those motors, so the engine wants to rock around and twist out of the chassis. The factory engine mounts are basically really designed to keep the engine in there, but to reduce the NVH, the noise, vibration and harshness levels for the driver and the passengers while driving. There's a lot of vibration, a lot of movement that comes from an engine when you're accelerating on and off, and even just at idle. So those soft factory OEM engine mounts are rubber, and commonly they have a hydraulic component in them. So they actually have a fluid inside which dampens all of that noise and vibration and the torque motion of the motor. When you've gone to a high performance engine, or you've swapped a high performance engine into a chassis that maybe never had one, so it had a very weak, let's say a weak engine mount, you want to basically stabilize that. You want to stop that engine moving around, which is going to actually carry on to the rest of the drivetrain, and it will give you better response, but also something with a stronger bushing or a stronger mount is going to hold on to that motor, and it's not going to wear or actually destroy and tear apart an engine mount, which a factory one, it's pretty common to do. I think plenty of us that are in the industry have seen those videos. You'll see them on YouTube where they rev up the engine and the engine will almost hop out of the engine bay. So we don't want that, especially when you're halfway down a drag strip or halfway around a circuit course, and the thing starts moving around. You've got major issues happening there. So how do we make that work? Well, these engine mounts are basically constructed of very high quality, high strength steel. The bushing in the center, rather than a large big rubber hydraulic assisted bushing, is now polyurethane bushing, which you can see here in this HQ mount. So that polyurethane is what we call an 85 durometer rating, so it's much firmer. Durometer is a measurement of basically the denseness or how strong the rubber or the elastomer is. So that's at 85, which is going to increase the NVH in a car. So we should point that out. If you have a completely standard vehicle, these mounts probably aren't the best choice for you if you want to retain that nice, smooth, quiet running. On a race car, on a drag car, doesn't matter. That's not important. You've got loud exhaust, you've got loud fuel pumps, you've got no sound deadening in the car, so the NVH from the motor mounts is not one thing that you're going to consider. But on a regular street car, yes, you will notice an increase in NVH there. As I mentioned, we've got a small range now with the VT to VZ LS1. We've got BABF Barra. We have HQ to LS1, and we've got Tirana to LS1. So that's what we've got at the moment on the market. These are in stock and ready for sale. In the new year, we will have, as I mentioned earlier, the FGX Barra mounts. We will have earlier Commodore to LS1. We will have HQ to Chevy. We do plan on really expanding this range, so keep it in mind if it's something that you've got coming up. Another factor of these bushes and a reason why you would want to use them is if you've gone to, say it's a race car or something that's very high performance, you might be doing a lot of maintenance, or you might have to remove the engine. One thing that we've added is this two-piece design. So effectively, if you're going to take the motor out, you can just basically undo the nuts and bolts. You can slide the engine mount off. So effectively, this will go in here. It's a bit of an interference fit. But you can slide the engine out, and then you don't have the rest of the engine mount in the way. It also means that these are a serviceable item. So these polyurethane bushes in this tube here are a two-piece design. So we'll have this bushing, the crush tube, and the hardware as a separate service item. And these are basically the same through the different versions, so it's going to be the same service kit regardless of what engine and chassis combo you've got, and they'll be readily available just at the start of the new year. Alright guys, so now you know about the Aeroflow Performance range of performance engine mounts. You can check them out at your local distributor, quality retail outlet, or jump online at aeroflowperformance.com.